This is the only country in the continent which has never been colonized. It has maintained its independence for over 3,000 years.
And the policy of the government is very encouraging for foreign investors to invest.
Ethiopia, land of tomorrow. Ethiopia, where past and present meet. Located in the Horn of Africa, at the crossroads of Europe, Africa and Asia, Ethiopia is Africa's oldest independent nation. It was once known as Abyssinia, a great empire that ruled the strategic region 3,000 years ago, while the land that is now Ethiopia has been inhabited from earliest antiquity. Ethiopia is also a modern nation, as Addis Abeba's rapidly evolving skyline reflects. Ethiopia has a stable, liberalized economy that has achieved an average growth of over 11% per year for several years.
This is a government which is business-friendly, both for local businessmen as well as foreigners. We have put a very conducive investment policy for all who are interested in investing in Ethiopia. So I think Ethiopia is a very promising market for anybody who wants to invest here.
Ethiopia offers preferential access to the EU and the US markets, as well as to the 18 other countries and some 400 million consumers in COMESA, the common market for Eastern and Southern Africa. Ethiopia also offers a range of investment incentives, including freedom from import duties for most goods, income tax exemptions, the chance to carry forward losses, free remittances of funds in most cases, and world-class investment guarantees and protection. Ethiopia also has the second largest population in sub-Saharan Africa, offering a huge domestic market with rising purchasing power. Investors in Ethiopia can count on low-cost labor, rich natural resources, and a business-friendly government that welcomes the chance to form public-private partnerships.
I believe Ethiopia has some competitive advantage. It is closer to the Gulf and Europe and Asia than most African countries, so it's geographically very well placed. We have a sizable population of 80 million. We have a very extensive program of training our manpower, and so skilled manpower will be available. We have made lots of investment in infrastructure, and therefore infrastructural bottlenecks will be addressed. By combining these, we believe we become very attractive investment destinations.
Ethiopia's motto is Africa's link to the world. And to enhance the country's position as a trade hub for Europe, Africa and Asia, the Ethiopian government has spent around $44 billion on transport infrastructure development over the past decade. Ethiopia is also rapidly developing its air transport services. The country has 3 international and 18 domestic airports, and international flights link Ethiopia with over 45 cities on 4 continents. Addis Ababa International is steadily improving its facilities and now has a new passenger terminal. Air transport growth is closely linked to the economic development of Ethiopia.
The Ethiopian economy has been growing in about 2-digit growth rate for the last 8 years. And the growth has always been broad-based in terms of covering almost all sectors of the economy. And also that growth, the economic growth, was transformed to economic development, meaning it was positively impacting the lives of people in all sections of the society. So that gradually is transforming a middle-class society in the country, and that means more and more people are now able to fly and use air transport. That's an opportunity. That's why we have a growing number of people traveling abroad now from Ethiopia, either for leisure or mostly business.
Landlocked Ethiopia's trade window on the world is Djibouti port. which is ideally located at the crossroads of east and west, near where the Red Sea and the Indian Ocean meet.
The main customer of Djibouti port is, of course, the Ethiopian market, and also we are looking beyond Ethiopian market, and we want to serve the East African trade for the countries which has no sea access, like the new South Sudan, Eastern Congo, Rwanda, Burundi and Uganda. And of course, Ethiopia will play a major role by to be a transit country for the goods going and coming from and to those countries.
Djibouti port is expanding its facilities to handle growing trade to and from Ethiopia, its biggest client. And Ethiopia is streamlining its transport links to the port by building a new 5,000-mile railway over the route with the support of India and China. Along with upgrading its transport infrastructure, Ethiopia is modernizing its telecom network to keep pace with rising demand. The government has invested massively in rolling out national fiber backbone and wireless access networks and earmarked an additional $4 billion for telecom investment between 2007 and 2012. But a lot of problems still have to be solved. For this to happen, the Ethiopian government is counting on foreign investors.
The current situation in Ethiopia is related to telecom and ICT. Well, as can be explained by one in relation to infrastructure. The other aspect will be the applications, HR, human resource development, the role of private sector, and as well as this legal and regulatory environment. Regarding this regulatory environment, well, we have developed some few rules and regulations that facilitate the private sector growth for local as well as international, but it has started in the last 2-3 years. So we didn't see the fruits of it. But regarding the private sector development, it is not big. We have ICT companies in Ethiopia, local ICT companies. We have also some international, but in vis-a-vis the market, vis-a-vis the need, it is still on the low side. So in short, it is on the low side in general, but the way it is changing, the last 3 years is encouraging.
Internet access in Ethiopia will soon be much faster thanks to the efforts of Chinese enterprise ZTE, which is installing a new network that can handle up to 16 million customers, compared to the current 900,000 user capacity. Ethiopia's positive political and economic environment came as a pleasant surprise for ZTE.
I think recently, especially in the past 10 years, there's more and more peoples from foreign peoples come to Ethiopia to invest and to work, to have business here. I think there's some issues which is encourage people to do like that. The first one is the condition of the politics. I think since the EPRDF started ruling the country, it has been 20 years up to now. So they have successfully kept a very stable political condition. So usually this is the most important part for investors and companies to work in a foreign country. This is the first issue. The second is we need to analyze the whole economic system, condition. Ethiopia has kept the economic and GDP growth more than double digit since 6 years ago. So this is also a good condition. That means you have opportunity to invest here.
The ZTE Corporation, a leading Chinese publicly listed global provider of telecommunications equipment and network solutions, is fast becoming the strategic partner to the Ethiopian telecommunications sector. Entering the Ethiopian market in 1996 and becoming operational in 2000, our major breakthrough was not until 2006, when the Ethiopian government put forward a cooperation program between ZTE and the Ethiopia Telecom Corporation. which is known as the #1 project and a model of China-Africa cooperation. Investing up to $1.9 billion, we are constructing Ethiopia's national telecom network. In addition, we provide professional training courses for our employees. Thanks to our commitment, we are fast becoming a true investor in Ethiopia's future. ZTE, the strategic partner for Ethiopia's telecom sector. Ethiopian Airlines, a pioneer in African aviation. Ethiopian Airlines flies to 62 destinations worldwide in its commitment to bring Africa and the world together. Ethiopian Airlines is unrivaled in Africa for its customer service, operational excellence, and financial success. Operating the newest and youngest fleet, we believe that safety is the highest priority. Book your flight now at www.ethiopianairlines.com. Ethiopian Airlines, the new spirit of Africa.
Here at the Djibouti Ports and Free Zones Authority, being the #1 and most dependable partner of Ethiopia is our core business. Currently one of the world's largest container ports and the biggest in Africa in terms of capacity, we are bridging the gap between Europe, Asia, and Africa to help investors make Ethiopia their destination of choice. Djibouti Ports and Free Zones Authority, your partner for doing business at the crossroads of 3 continents, the COMESA Market Gateway.
With a stable political system in place, industrialization has kept its pace up in sync with government efforts. Hot manufacturing industries of the moment include food processing, beverages, textiles. Ethiopia is being touted as the world's next manufacturing hub after China.
We are investing in our human resource, particularly higher education, technical and vocational education. We're investing in engineering at higher level. Universities are expanding. We know the human research is a key for private sector investment.
Traditionally, Ethiopia has been an agricultural-based economy. The government has now induced privileges for industry, and they are proactive in this sector, encouraging investors, manufacturing sector, such as infrastructure. Opportunities lie in the manufacturing sector, hospitality industry, service sector, tourism, which still remains untouched. Ethiopia is a vast land which has been untapped. Similarly, there has very large deposits of natural resources which have still been untapped.
Key export earners in fiscal year 2010-2011 were the coffee sector, the leather sector, and the textile sector, which earned over $60 million, an impressive 168% increase over the previous fiscal period.
Tekstilin geleceğinin Afrika'da duraklayacağını ve Afrika'da kalacağını düşünüyorum. Çünkü tekstil İngiltere'de başlamış, Avrupa, Hindistan, Türkiye, Çin ama sonuçta Afrika'da duraklayacağını düşünüyorum. Afrika'yı araştırırken bunların içerisinde doğru yer olarak benim seçimim Etiyopya oldu ve bundan da pişman değilim.
The advantage in Ethiopia is firstly, this is a stable country, and there is a secure system by itself which is established many years ago. If I compare with the other African countries, actually. The secondly is, as we are the textile producer, Ethiopia is actually cotton producer. And if I look at the whole picture of cotton production on the world, Ethiopia becomes the best one.
One of the largest foreign direct investments in Ethiopia to date, Acre Textile and Investment Group, chose Ethiopia as the site of its new integrated textiles factory, the biggest operation of its kind in sub-Saharan Africa.
Ve avantajlara gelince de Etiyopya'da dünyaya göre şartlar daha iyi diye düşündük ve işçilik ucuz, enerji ucuz. Bunun yanı sıra 5 yıl devlet vergi almıyor ve bütün bunları üst üste koyduğumuz için de tekstilde çok uygun bir ülke olduğuna karar verdik.
In textile, Ethiopia has great potential in terms of cotton, producing cotton, which we haven't yet really tapped. So we can have an integrated textile sector, from cotton to ginning, fabrics, garmenting, and a whole lot of opportunities are there. So I think Asian investors are welcome to invest in textiles. It's a growing sector. Already a lot of investment is flowing into the textile sector.
At ICA Addis Textile, we contribute to the economic and social development of Ethiopia. As the biggest integrated textile factory in sub-Saharan Africa, we bring our Turkish expertise to create quality fashion garments for export to Turkey and Europe. ICA Textile. Take a look at us. Take a look at Ethiopia.
When choosing to invest in Ethiopia, take notice of ELS Integrated Textile. We are a leading Turkish company, investing hundreds of millions of dollars into our fully integrated textile facilities because we believe in Ethiopia's future. ELS Integrated Textile, committed to Ethiopia.
Welcome to Abyssinia Group of Industries. A Pan-African group with more than 5 decades of experience makes it a prominent player in steel and cement business in East Africa. Recently, the group has initiated backward integration to secure raw materials. Abyssinia Group, constructing the future Africa.
Welcome to the Addis Regency Hotel. Our family-owned hotel will make you feel right at home as we are dedicated to quality and international standards of service in everything we do. Our newly established hotel offers our guests 30 deluxe rooms and 3 two-bedroom conjoining units. We also offer a trendy restaurant serving both national Ethiopian and international fares. Addis Regency Hotel. When you stay with us, you become a part of the family.
In terms of transportation, we want to expand the road network in the country to link up every part of our country to make sure that all the rural areas, all our villages have always roads and that we have adequate access to the main ports that the economy uses. And so we will maintain our aggressive investment in road construction. At the same time, we, in the growth and transformation plan, the next 5-year plan, we have decided to establish a new modern rail network. We are going to support investment in the air transport sector. The Ethiopian Airlines, which is an internationally recognized airlines in Africa.
The construction sector has been a key driver of the Ethiopian economy for several years as the government's growth and transformation plan moves forward. Much of the building construction has been centered on Addis Ababa, whose skyline is punctuated by giant cranes and borders being expanded as new projects come on board.
The government has embarked on a large growth and transformation plan, which is actually the 4th 5-year plan. The government has a way of planning in 5 years intervals, and the growth and transformation plan that's currently undergoing, of which the major feature is the Millennium Dam that we're going to build in the next 5 years across the Nile. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, really.
The private sector, both local and foreign, is playing a key role in the current construction boom. Although more complex projects are usually handled by foreign companies that have the necessary equipment, technologies and expertise. Flintstone Engineering, a 100% Ethiopian company, illustrates the potential of Ethiopia's private sector. The first Ethiopian construction firm to earn ISO 9001 certification, Flintstone is a leader in building construction, as well as in road and water infrastructure projects.
The local limitations exist in capital, productivity, and organizational know-how. In all areas across the stream, of the value delivery system, the supply chain, there are opportunities. But my advice is to start small with low capital investments and work your way up.
Here are the top 5 attractions to visit in Ethiopia. At number 5 stand the different crafts markets in Addis Ababa. Here you can find high-quality souvenirs from all over Ethiopia. The striking colors reflect the rich history of Ethiopian culture and arts. Haggling and bargaining are part of the fun. Number 4 on the list is the National Museum, with the fascinating remains of the best-known predecessor of mankind, the Lucy skeleton. Numerous other exhibits make a visit to the museum more than worthwhile. All over Ethiopia, you can join in for a performance of traditional dances. This occupies the 3rd place in the top 5. Learn how the different tribes express themselves. And last but not least, try the delicious local food. At number 2 is the Ethiopian coffee ceremony. This lengthy event forms an essential part of daily life in Ethiopia. You'll become acquainted with the legendary hospitality of the Ethiopian people. And finally, this is number 1 on the list. Relax at the Kuriftu Resort and Spa, located a 1-hour drive away from the capital. The place is called the Little Gem of Ethiopia, and with a reason. You'll enjoy luxury and beauty in a friendly environment.
Ethiopia, it's a great country. It's really big, lots of nice people, really friendly.
Ethiopia is a very insightful city as far as the history of Africa is concerned. And I feel that, it's growing and developing.
All Ethiopians are incredibly friendly, welcoming, generous, and very affectionate as well.
The infrastructure has improved tremendously. The business and the work atmosphere is much better than it used to be.
Addis is a very busy city, full of life, full of experts, of international NGOs. It's very exciting.
I guess it's the diplomatic capital of Africa.
It's very multicultural, there's a lot of mix of different people, so it's a really interesting place to spend some time.
Welcome to the Addis Regency Hotel. Our family-owned hotel will make you feel right at home as we are dedicated to quality and international standards of service in everything we do. Our newly established hotel offers our guests 30 deluxe rooms and 3 2-bedroom conjoining units. We also offer a trendy restaurant serving both national Ethiopian and international fares. Addis Regency Hotel. When you stay with us, you become a part of the family.
Full Ambassador Hotel. We offer our guests 52 suites to accommodate the business or leisure traveler. We also offer a restaurant, meeting halls, a business center, gym, and more. Soon, we'll be opening a new wing with an additional 159 rooms. Ambassador is a local brand, established 25 years ago as a group of companies. Ambassador Real Estate, Ambassador Garment and Trading, and Full Ambassador Hotel.
Choose ABC as your rental car provider of choice in Ethiopia. ABC has the biggest fleet in Ethiopia, offering 210 cars and VIP buses to our diverse clientele. In addition, we offer tourism services through our newly acquired tourism operation company, NTO. Discover Ethiopia through NTO and fall in love with its rich culture. ABC, your partner for car hire and beyond in Ethiopia.
Take in the city center of Addis Ababa and all its charms at the Harmony Hotel, one of Ethiopia's top 4-star accommodations. Situated just 5 minutes from the international airport, the recently opened Harmony Hotel offers its guests different classes of rooms and suites to accommodate the business or leisure traveler. For business or pleasure, choose Harmony Hotel.
Proud symbols of the religious past and present of Ethiopia are spread all over the country. 3 major religions are represented here. You'll find Christians, Muslims, and Jews in Ethiopia. History is everywhere in Ethiopia. Its area is considered to be the cradle of humanity. Remains have been found of an early Homo sapiens, dating back 400,000 years. tourists can fully enjoy Ethiopian culture through music and dance performances. Its appearance is very diverse, representing the different ethnic groups in Ethiopia. There are numerous accommodation possibilities throughout the country. Many of them are situated near idyllic locations and unforgettable scenery. Thanks to the dense airline network in Ethiopia, all the tourist destinations are easily accessible.
Air connectivity is essential, if not critical success factor for tourism. So the fact that Ethiopia has mid-sized, successful airline flying to 62 destinations around the globe is an opportunity to attract tourists from all over the world. The other thing is when the tourists come here in Ethiopia, they need to travel to the tourist destinations like in the north, east, south, west. And Ethiopian Airlines flies to 17 destinations in the country.
An exciting mix of past and present, a stable economy, a rich cultural heritage, outstanding natural beauty, and exceptional investment potential. Ethiopia is truly a land of wonders waiting to be discovered.